Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Limp, and I'm going to make this a quick one because I've already filmed this once and my camera glitched on me and lost the whole damn footage. So I'm having to repeat myself. I don't like doing that. This is a update on more of the Kickstarter stuff that I talked about before, and I'm going to address the lock and load issue that people have been asking me about in the previous video. All right, first off, Devil Pig games. When it comes to Devil Pig, I can't say too much. I heard some stuff, did a little digging behind the scenes, but the general gist from what I've been told, this is opinion, so no one coming at me with saying this is fact. I don't know. This is just what I've been told, is that the Heroes of the Pacific Kickstarter was a deliberate act. It was done knowing that they never intended to deliver the Kickstarter. All right. That's, I'm not saying who and I'm not saying what, but that's what I've been told by some people in the industry. And I'm not saying who at Devil Pig, but some people's associated with Devil Pig, evidently their plan was to run the Kickstarter knowing they never planned on ever delivering any of those games. So it was intentional fraud, but the problem comes down to actually proving that. So it's hard to prove intent. Right now, we're still kind of in limbo, but more than likely, you're not going to see any money, and you're definitely not going to see a game because they're sure as shit not going to produce anything. If you can jump on something, if you can do chargebacks, if you can sue, if you can do whatever, do it, because you're not going to get anything back otherwise, right? As far as Lock and Load Publishing goes, I've talked to the people at Lock and Load, and I reached out to them because I'd been seeing stuff, seeing comments and hearing people say bad things about them, and it just didn't make any sense to me. And I was like, why are they going crazy on these guys? They've never been one to not deliver. They don't pull fraudulent crap. They're just not the type to do that. You know, they're good people there. So screw it. Let's just call them directly and I'll get it from the horse's mouth. So that's what I did. I called them up, talked to them. Just, hey, what's going on, guys? Y'all okay? Y'all need help? What's up? And the general gist, from what I've been told, we're going to kind of condense it all down because there's a lot of information, is that it seemed like it was a culmination of everything going wrong right at the worst point. So yes, he did move. The owner of Lock and Load did have to move. His wife's job had to go somewhere else. And before I get all into this, they are doing a show talking about this. Tomorrow is the time of my filming this, but the 9th of November, they're going to do a live show kind of updating everyone about some of the stuff that I'm telling you guys. Make sure you tune into that if you want to hear it directly from them. But they did have to move. And in that moving, they had to move the warehouse too. So when you're running your business out of your house in a warehouse, they did the sale, and some people were trying to say it was a liquidation sale. They're going to have no, it was nothing like that. They were simply moving. And when you're moving, you want to reduce the amount of weight. So since a lot of people were doing sales this time of year, Compass does sales, DVG, MMP, not DVG, Decision Games, I think. Anyway, most other companies do a sale around this time of the year, so it's not unusual for them to do one. And it wholeheartedly makes sense for them to do one when they're having to schlep all that crap across the state. So they need to reduce the cost of moving, and board games are expensive to move. Anyone who's moved knows that those things weigh down those boxes really quick. So that makes sense. As far as the actual moving thing, they're close to being done with that. They kind of got stuck in limbo. Some things fell through, some didn't, but they are very close to done from what I've been told. So he should be picking back up and more communicative now that they're kind of closing up. But again, that was his wife needing to move for her job. It was not them going out of business. Nothing like that. They're not defrauding anyone. They're still delivering the games. They're just behind schedule. As far as the games go, I get it. I'm looking forward to World at War 85, not the Blood and Fury one. I'm looking forward to the JU-87, the other games they've got going. Trust me, I get it. I want them in my hands too. I gotta wait. Y'all gotta wait. Everyone's gotta wait. From what they told me, The general gist seems to be that they got prototype copies in, heads up copies. They went over them. There's a lot of errata, a lot of problems with it, and it was just too much to be able to fix it or tweak it later. It's like, no, we got to fix this now. So they're having them rework it and then doing another set of heads up prototype copies. Generally, these companies do one because prototypes are expensive, whereas a retail game will cost an amount. A prototype, pre-production copy, like the copies we get to review, those are 5, 10, 15 times the cost of a retail copy. And that's their cost, right? So it's expensive to get one of those made. That's why a lot of us reviewers end up passing the copies amongst ourselves so that we can save the cost on the designers and the publishers, because those things it's thousands of dollars for just a few of them. But they decided to go ahead and do that, do another round of the prototypes, and they're doing that so they can ensure that there's the smallest amount of errata possible, because they don't want to have the games release and have misprinted sheets or offcuts or cards messed up or misspellings, any of that crap. I, for one, I'm fine waiting an extra month or two if it means the game that I get is a better game, right? Trust me, I get it. I'm with you guys. I want it in my hands too, but sometimes we gotta wait. They're not going out of business. They're not defrauding anybody. He didn't take the money and buy a house with it. They were already moving, right? So all that stuff seems to have been going on before. They're producing the stuff. They are not Devil Pig or Mythic or any of the others that pulled shady stuff with Kickstarters and game founds. They actually are producing the games. The games are being sent to you guys. It just got delayed. It sucks. We all hate it. It is what it is. Don't believe the crap that you're hearing on the internet. I get it. And it's like I said to them, it's just bad timing for you guys, because there's a sour taste in people's mouths because of the scams that other companies have been pulling recently. Because these other companies are pulling scams, now they think any company that has any problem is up to something shady. It's not always the case. Give them the benefit of the doubt until they give you a reason not to, right? Don't just believe some random guy on the internet because the random guy on the internet said blah, 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 blah. Most of them don't know. Most of them are just upset, which I get, I understand, but don't hurt the company that you want. If you're upset that you don't have the game, then how are you helping the company by going around screaming, they're going out of business? All you're going to do is hurt the company and make it harder for them to deliver the game that you say you want in the first place. And I would assume you would want more of their games later on. So why make it harder on them? I don't get that. Anyway, so the general gist is lock and load is fine. I'm not going to lie for them, right? I mean, I can only go off of what they tell me, but I'm getting it directly from the horse's mouth. If I hear different, if I find out different, believe me, I will put it out there. But from everything I've seen, and I confirmed with others, okay, I didn't just go directly to them. I asked around to others behind the scenes too, like, hey, is all this accurate? Yes, all this is accurate. So sounds like it's a true story. They're not blowing smoke. They're not going out of business. They're not stealing your money. They're not buying houses. Well, I mean, he did buy a house, but he didn't buy the house with your money fraudulently. So nothing like that. Okay. Everything's fine. It's just delayed, and they should be delivering these to you guys as soon as possible. But we don't know exactly when that's going to be. When I know, I'll let you guys know. Trust me, I hate waiting. I want it in my hands too. But we're going to have to wait on this a little bit longer. And I'm fine with that if it means that they deliver ultimately a better product at the end of the day. Anyway, that's going to be it for me on this one. I just wanted to update you guys, squash some of the fires, tamp them down a little bit where they didn't need to be, and fan some of the fires out there where there is smoke blowing and some assholes are trying to screw people over by deliberately running Kickstarters with the intent to never deliver the game. Old devil pig. Can't believe they pulled that crap. Oh, that pisses me off. pissed. Oh, I'm still trying to do what I can to get my. I have very little, right? Gaming fun. Part of the reason I run this channel is just so I had the ability to game. So I put in hours and hours and hours of work just to, get a game in here and there and save myself the cost. And to think that someone took advantage of the little bit of extra money that I had. And I know I'm not the only one feeling that way. I know you guys are feeling that way too, because I'm not the only one hurting. Everyone's hurting. You guys are hurting too. And for these pieces of crap to run a Kickstarter knowing they weren't going to deliver and they just wanted to steal your money and your hard work, think of how many hours you had to slave away at your job and what else you could have done with that. That's Christmas present money. That's birthday present money for my kids that I don't have to spend now because they stole it. Devil Pig. That's Devil Pig Games, not Lock and Load. But damn, that burns my ass. That burns my ass something raw. I can't. No, you do not. If I had them in front of me right now, I'd be strangling some people's necks. I'll tell you. At this day and age, when people are struggling to get by, the little bit of luxury money they have, and you steal that from them, right? People pinch pennies for months just to be able to afford to get a game, and you take it from them with no intention of ever following through. It's one thing to try to produce something and fail. I'm not going to hate someone because they fail, right? If an upstart company was trying to produce a game and then they did the best, but they ultimately bad business plan, whatever. But they didn't waste my money. They tried and they failed. Well, at least you tried. Okay. I wouldn't hate them for it. I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't hate them for it. But to do it to people knowing you never intended to ever follow through and you just wanted to steal from them, karma's coming. Karma's going to come for you. And I swear to God, if I ever get next to you, Gimpy's going to come for you. I'll beat you to death with my cane. I swear to God, I hate these mother... All right, I'll stop my rant now because I'm hot. Oh, I'm hot. Anyway, Devil Pig sucks. Lock and Load, still fine. You'll get your games running a little late. That's what we got for now. Check out their video today, tomorrow, depending on when I get this thing up, and hear it directly from the horse's mouth. If I hear anything else, I'll make sure to let you guys know. All right, y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.